Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rainy and today we are filming a long awaited, at least by me, Flosstube video. While I'm filming this, I don't know if you'll see this tonight, but it is the 22nd of December and I have been filming a lot of booktube videos this month as Vlogmas has happened. But since this is my first go round into Flosstube, I didn't know that Flossmas was a thing. So that might be something that might have to happen next year, but I didn't know that was a thing this year. So, but even though I was not filming Flossmas videos, I have been stitching monogamously like a fiend, trying to get a certain project done by the end of the year. And, spoiler alert, I got it done early. Yay! So I was just waiting to have some time to, and some energy at night to film a Flosstube video and show you my finished project, and to also maybe tell you a little bit about my stitching plans for 2022. So, without further ado, let's move on to the big finished object. Okay, so we'll see if I can fit this whole thing in the frame, but if you remember, I told you that I have been stitching Alice and the Flamingo by Mrs. Pagodi Art for over a year. I started this piece on October 1st of 2020 as part of a readathon that I do on BookTube called Victober, where we read Victorian literature all month in October. So we were doing what the creators of that readathon call a stitch and listen, where we would listen to an audiobook and work on some form of a stitchy project of our choice. And I decided I wanted to get into cross stitch again, and was going to do a Victorian literature themed cross stitch. So I found Mrs. Pagodi Art on Etsy, and I found this pattern, and I just thought it was adorable and kind of snarky, and I loved it. So, so I was going to put the picture up here for you, but then I realized I don't have to, because over a year later, I have the full stitched object. So here we go. Let's see. Ta-da! Yay! Now, she's a little wrinkly. I did wash her and laid her flat, but I didn't iron her yet. I have not had the time and the energy to do all that yet. So, yeah, there's a few wrinkles, but nothing like there was before I washed her. So, but yes, I am so excited that she is done and that she looks pretty good. She looks better than pretty good, actually. You know, I did make some mistakes, and, you know, hopefully no one will ever look too closely at my stitches, because I'm sure they are not the best thing on Flosstube. And I am in no way, shape, or form going to show you the back of this, because it would probably give some of you a heart attack. It looks awful. But the front looks pretty darn good, despite the wrinkles. So I did this on just Michael's brand 14 count Ada, and I actually forget what the finished stitch size is. But I'll put it, if I remember, I'll put it in the descriptor, at the bottom of the screen somewhere, what the finished stitch size is. I'll measure it or try to find what it said the original, because I stitched all this as called for fabric, called for just DMC, all that stuff. So it's, it's nothing fancy. I didn't do any conversions or anything because this was my first uh, cross stitch back into the cross stitching game after like years. The last time I cross stitched was probably like my senior year of high school. So, and that was a while ago. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited to have her done. And she is going to go, I'm going to see if I have a picture. I'm going to put her down for a second because my arms are getting tired. I'm going to put a picture up here maybe of the jewelry boxes that I plan to put. Well, one of them is going to house Alice, and another one is going to hold a similar whip. But I kind of have to figure out how I'm going to do that. But they are wall-mounted jewelry boxes that used to hold like a mat that had a bunch of individual little picture frames in it, but I didn't like, they were all just outdated pictures that are of people I don't even have contact with anymore or anything like that. So I took all those out. I took the mat out and was just left with this cardboard on the back. So that is my plan for how to decorate those jewelry boxes, is to put this big cross stitch, this big piece of art in there along with a companion piece. So yes, this is my big finish of the year of of my life, maybe. Well, probably not. I have some other big projects in the works for next year, but this one kind of had a due date because I was kind of sick of having her, unfinished. So I wanted to get her done, but yay, she's done. Woohoo! So, because that is the only thing that I have been working on for the past month, probably, I have no more whips, really. Well, oh, that's a lie. I've been working a little bit on another whip. Let me go get it because I am unprepared for this video. Okay, so the whip that I've been working on, the only other whip that I've been working on since finishing Alice, has been my temperature tree by the Stitchin' Mommy. And I am behind, as you can see. I actually ran out of the DMC 839, I think is what it was, for the trunk of the tree, just the other day, and had to find time to go to Michael's and get some more. So, but I just today, or just last night, finished the October branch. So now the November branch is all stitched. I just have to fill in the leaves. So that might be tonight's project if I get a chance. And then I still have to build the December branch. So this will definitely go into 2022, but I'm not really calling it a 2022 whip because I am hoping, and this is going to be kind of my monogamous stitch, I think, for the next, well, until the end of the year. And we'll see just how far I get, and hopefully I will only have a few more stitches to put into it, and I won't really have to call it a 2022 whip. We'll see. But I'm really liking it so far. I took it to work the other day and had it out for one of my breaks because I didn't want to go outside because it was so cold. And some of my coworkers saw it and they're like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And I explained to them what it was and how each leaf represents a day of the year. And they're like, "Wow, that's so cool!" So at least I had some interest going in my projects at work. That doesn't always happen. So that takes me to my 2022 plans, I guess. Plans and whips. I guess we can call this a whip parade. But when I was putting together all of my whips and seeing how many I had, I only have 6, possibly 7 active whips. And to me, that is more than enough. To a lot of other people on Flosstube, that's like nothing. Stitch and Mommy, I don't know how many whips she has, I forget, but it's like well into probably the 40s, I bet. And a lot of other people on Flosstube, and I will probably get there eventually. It's just I just kind of started down this path. So I only have 6 or 7 whips going into 2022. And I decided that I am going to participate in Whip Go this year, that Jessie Marie Does Stuff. Is that her channel name? Yes. Jessie Marie Does Stuff. Is the creator of. I joined her Facebook group, and I am just anticipating the first draw of the first 2 numbers for the year. I did make a Whip Go board, and if I can figure out how to do that, I will put it up here. But I actually think that I'm going to change it a little bit, because right now we have, I have my 6 projects on there 3 times each, except for one, my biggest piece, I think, yeah, my biggest piece, I have up there 4 times, but that still left me some spaces. And I was thinking, oh, I'll just do it to where I can do some like new starts on my Whip Go board. But I decided I don't really want to do that because, the intent is Whip Go. But within each of my Whip Go squares, I do have a new start in each one. Part of my plan for 2022 is going to be doing at least one small a month, to put on my tree. I sort of want to do like a fall and Halloween tree, but I am going to throw in some Christmas smalls as well, just because I have them, and it'd be fun to have some cross stitch on this tree. So my plan is next year, if I remember this by this time next year, to put my tree up at the beginning of like October, and kind of make it a fall Halloween tree. That way I can like enjoy having a decorated tree for much longer than I would if it was just a Christmas tree, but I can kind of swap out things within the season. So my goal is for each Whip Go square called, I will have a new start in the form of a small, and work on one of my ongoing whips. I think I decided I would make it so that my goal is 7 days of like monogamous stitching on that particular whip. Whether it's like straight days, 7 straight days of that whip, or like just throughout the month. So we'll see how that turns out. But so I might change those squares that I have, just like everything is a new start, to just like adding extra squares for my 6 whips. So then I also joined my first subscription club. I joined the Bird Crush Club by Stephanie from Lindy Stitches. I kind of impulse bought the full year subscription to the Bird Crush Club, and I was very excited about it because I have absolutely no what's the word? I fully trust Stephanie to put out really amazing bird patterns, and I love birds. I'm not like a birdie person, like I don't know things about birds, but that's why I joined the club, partially because there's a bird expert that is collaborating with her. So and we'll learn a little bit about each bird, and My mom really loves birds, so she doesn't cross stitch, but I plan on giving her the little, well, here, hold on. This will kind of tie into haul, but we'll go with it. Okay, so the first month, we already got it. It is the Stellar's Jay. And I don't think we have Stellar's Jays in Western Pennsylvania. I don't think so. I've never heard of this particular jay, or I don't know, particularly seen it, although I suppose I haven't really been keeping an eye out for it. But I think these are more prominent like out towards Colorado and like more out west. So, but they're really, well, they're really pretty, but that's the stitch version. There's the, there's the real version. So this is the pattern. So obviously I will not open it, but, woo, oh geez, I can't see what I'm doing. But that's the stitched pattern. And then it comes with a little, postcard with another picture and some information about the Stellar's Jay. And I'm going to give this to my mom. I already read it, and I'm going to give this to my mom to read. And she sometimes, for like family parties and stuff, like her hobby is she likes to make fun games and like trivia games and things like that. So I think she will enjoy getting these to use as like, something for a game that she is putting together, I'm sure. And then it also came with this fun pin, which I don't know, somehow I missed that this was coming in with it. So I'm really excited about that because I think that is adorable. And some stickers. And if you know me at all, you know I love stickers. I love to put things in my planner. So Stephanie also has an actual little aviary notebook that she offers for this club. I did not buy that one because I already have like a ton of planners, and I will just put these to good use in my current planner and write about my stitching adventures. Then it came with some is this Threadworks overdyed floss, which this is like my first fancy dancy floss. So I'm excited about that. But I'm nervous to use it. Like, is it already cut? Or do I have to do something to it? It looks like it's already cut. I don't know. Tell me. Do I just have to like unwind this like yarn? But do I need to do anything to it? But I guess we'll find out. I'll just try to unwind it and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess this is going to be used like in the greenery, I think. So that's really pretty. I'm excited. Oh, and along with that, my friend Robin from Lady Robins, you probably know her. We are going to be, we are both in the Bird Crush Club, and we decided in January we are going to sow the Stellar's Jay together. So we're going to create a hashtag, I think, for it. I mean, obviously there's the Bird Crush Club hashtag, which is already, from Stephanie, that we'll put in there so we can see everybody's things. But we'll also like create our own little hashtag just for like the people who are like specifically participating with us, I guess, if you want, just to like, feel like you're part of our own little community thing. So yeah, let me know if you are going to be part of the Bird Crush Club and if you want to join us in making sure you at least start the Stellar's Jay with us I actually might start it this week because I have some time off work and I might just start it. We'll see. Oh, this is another part of haul. I'm just like blending these all together, and this is rambly, and I'm sorry. I'm very not professional at this, but it is what it is. So I made an order of from 123 Stitch. This is Zweigart. Oh yeah, okay. So this is Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha, but it is in 18 count Aida. So, because you know me, I am an Aida stitcher. I have tried to use linen, and it just boggles my mind I can't do the 2 over or 1 over, I don't know, 2 over what, 2 over 2 or whatever. I can't, my brain doesn't do that. So I need like simple little Ada squares. So this is 18 count though. And I think that will make the Stellar's J smaller than it is charted to be for me, but that's okay. I think it'll still work. Hopefully it'll still work. We'll see. I might be totally off my rocker. I don't know. But yes, so that is all my stuff for the Bird Crush Club, Whip Go, and then we just have my whips. I already told you about doing the smalls, which I think for the most part, those will probably come from Priscilla and Chelsea, because I really like their smalls. And I bought, that's another part of haul, a massive amount of black Ada in, is this also 18 count? Yes, also 18 count. So I'm crazy because I have never stitched on black Ada before, and I like 18 count things, and my eyes are fairly good despite the fact that I'm wearing glasses right now. They're fairly good, but I've never tried stitching on black Ada, and I went with 18 count. So, and I bought, like, seriously, how much, this is, I don't even think it says, 43 inches? What even is that? I don't know. But it's a lot, trust me. It looks like an area rug on my floor whenever I spread it all out. So, but this is going to be, I'm going to try to do all of my smalls, or at least the vast majority of them, in black fabric. So obviously with Priscilla and Chelsea, that is the main thing that they use, is like chalkboard or dark fabric. And then, for, which I'll have to put a picture up here, but in January, my first small, no matter what, is going to be Polar Bear Habitat by Lindy Stitches, which you will see a theme that I really love, Lindy Stitches patterns. And obviously this is not charted on a black fabric, but I thought I would try it on the black fabric because I bought all the DMC for it last night. And the only one that kind of worries me that it wouldn't maybe show up is the dark green for around the border. But we'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'm sure I have a lighter green that would work and would stand out more. We'll see. If not, in my order with my Stellar's J fabric, I also bought this little Picture This Plus 16 count in a blue, which I think is really pretty. I'm not sure, does it even have a thing? Oh, Glacier. Oh, it's called Glacier. So I don't think that I bought this for that project. I honestly don't remember, because here, okay, so I bought this with that black fabric, and I also bought this at another time, and I don't remember why I bought both of these. I know that one I have for the pattern Bloom by Lindy Stitches, and I think this is what I meant for that one. So I'm thinking that I just randomly bought this. So I might just use it for Polar Bear Habitat. I don't know. But this would probably look good with that. So I don't know, guys. I bought things and then I never filmed a Flosstube, and I've already forgotten what these were all slated for. Well, not all of them, just these two. So yeah, your guess is as good as mine, but I really don't have a stash of Ada or anything. So, and I don't know that I really want a stash, but then at the same time, it would be nice just to have a couple of things laying around in case I need something and don't want to wait. So, you know, there's that. Well, I guess while we're talking about haul, because I basically already showed you all of the rest of my haul, is I also won a giveaway. I won a giveaway from Sarah's Stitches, and she was giving away this, what's it called? Ink circles pattern, and I thought that was really pretty. I could use all of my, I was thinking this would look cute in like a repeating pattern of like different color patterns, maybe, and like make like a bigger design out of these, but I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing how big this was, but oh, maybe it says on the back on the actual pattern. Oh, it probably does somewhere. Oh, it says finished design size 3-inch square on 32 count. And 32 count is 16 count, Ada, right? So potentially, if I went 18 count, it would be a heck of a lot smaller, but I could do a lot more. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But I thought this was fun, and I was excited to win. And she also sent me another little thing of DMC, which I have already bobbinated and forgot about showing you, but that was very kind of her. So thank you, Sarah. I'm very excited for this. Okay, so since I was like a little all over the place there, I am just now going to run you through my other 5 maybe now, whips that I have for the year that I would potentially like to finish, but I can't guarantee because I have a lot of other patterns that I do want to start next year. So, but we're going to try to make some good progress during Whip Go with these that are in my bag right here. So let me get them out. Okay, so first up, I'm just pulling randomly from my little bag. I hope I didn't just show you a pattern. Sort of did, but this is Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitches, and this is how far I've gotten on it so far. And it's just like the flower. But so I started this on November 15th in kind of remembrance of a hard time that I had on that day. And subsequently many days after. But that is as far as I got. I think I just worked on it for a few days that week. So I didn't really get very far, and I would really like to finish it. Maybe by next November 15th. We'll see. Next up is another Lindy Stitches pattern, We Three, and this is my progress so far. So I actually have a lot of good progress on this. So this is definitely on my Whip Go board. This fabric is from XJU Designs, and I forget if I think it's 18 count, but I don't know. But there's no tag, but I think it's an 18 count. It looks pretty small. And the quote is a quote from Macbeth, and it is a quote that the witches say in Macbeth. And I have played one of the witches twice in like spoofs and dramatic readings of Macbeth on stage. So that's why that was kind of special to me. Okay, next is Mini Night Cafe by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is my first ever Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is as far as I've gotten on it so far. And I believe this is on 25 count Easy Grid. I think it's 25 count. Yes. So it's very, very tiny. And I am doing this 1/1 half crosses. So 10 to stitch. So it will take me a very long time. I have actually, okay, so one time I did restart it because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And so I tried a bunch of different things. I tried 2/1, no. 2/1 full crosses, 1/1 full crosses, all the things. Oh, so this is actually 2/1. Is that what I said? I didn't say 1/1, did I? 2/1 half crosses. So that's what I landed on. And from far back, I think that looks good. When I look at it closely, I guess I don't know. I'm not like thrilled with the coverage when I look at it up close, but you know, it is what it is. And I think from far back, once the whole thing is done, and this is a mini version, so I am taking it on faith that this is going to be enough fabric. I think it is. So the only thing that if you have, okay, so I'm going to need advice. See this right here that I didn't notice when I restarted it? I don't know if you can tell, but that little slub right there, okay, the design's definitely going to come over that far. Is that going to be a problem? I mean, can I fudge that? What do I do? I didn't notice that until I was already in. And I didn't want to restart it again, but I'm almost tempted to restart it again. I don't know what to do. If I restarted it, I think I would do it on 18 count Ada, two just like regular full crosses, two threads, full crosses. I don't know. Should I? Or should I just keep going? Or should I just make this a restart again for 2022? The reason I am tempted to do that is because Shiloh from no, what's her channel name? But you know Shiloh. I'll put it down below. But I don't know why I'm blanking on her channel name. But she does a lot of these, and she does them on 18 count Ada, and they look gorgeous. And she gets them done like super fast. I mean, it's a Haid, so, you know, not like in a month or anything, but I feel like she gets them done really fast. So I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. Tell me what to do. My last whip that I can show you, because I did realize that one of my whips is a gift, and I don't want to show it on here just in case that person watches this. So, but my last whip that I can show you is another Lindy Stitches, and it is Walk Fast by Lindy Stitches. And this is where I am so far on that. So I've gotten significantly through this. And the only reason I've put any of these down is because I really wanted to finish Alice. So now that Alice is done, I feel like so much freedom to do everything. So, because nothing else really has a deadline. So, and this is also, I lost my little tags for all of these things, but I believe, this is definitely Picture This Plus. I believe 18 count. I believe. Maybe 16 count. I think it's 18 count. Oh, no, guys, I lied to you. I have one more whip. It just wasn't in that bag because it is on a Q-snap. My official last whip is Jane Eyre by Mrs. Pagodi Art. And this is going to be the companion piece to Alice and the Flamingo. And I started this one this past October 1st. Sorry, I forget that you guys are not necessarily the people that follow my book content. So, but I started this one on October 1st, 2021. And this is how far I have gotten on that. So not a terrible start, but also not as far as I would have wanted to be by the end of October. But yeah, this one is not going to be quite as big. I don't remember what the dimensions are, but I do know it is smaller than Alice. But I think with proper matting and things, it won't read as that much smaller. And hopefully, if I consistently work on this beast, hopefully I will get it done maybe by the end of 2021. That's kind of my hope, because I would like to have those two things in their frames. So that is my official last whip. Okay, I think we're actually done because I kind of rambly put you through all the haul and the whips and the plans all at the same time. So sorry that wasn't more segmented, but this is how it is. That's close to Christmas. The lights all gone at like 5 o'clock, and it messes with my whole sleep schedule, energy level. I know I seem like I'm really hyper right now, but I'm not. I kind of just want to go get a glass of wine and go take a bath. Because, oh, here's a piece of life news. I feel super duper old because I pulled a muscle in my back like a month ago and it still hurts. And my neck. My neck always kind of hurts, but there's like a specific spot in my neck that has hurt anytime I move my neck for like the last month. And I even went to the chiropractor, thought I fixed it, thought he fixed it. It did not. So I might have to go back. But because it's the holidays, I don't want to bother him. So, but I have noticed that Epsom salt baths, I can't say that correctly, but you know what I'm talking about. They are miracle workers. Like my back feels like 90% better for like most of the day. Just from taking like 2 Epsom salt baths. That's amazing to me. Now my neck does still hurt because like I don't want to sit in the bathtub like this with my neck submerged for like 20 minutes. I don't even think that would work. I don't think I can do that. But my back feels a lot better, and that makes me feel a lot better just as a general rule. So, but yeah, I'm feeling like an old lady, and I need to go get into my jammies and clean up my mess. And then, start getting ready as far as cleaning is concerned. I need to clean up because one of my best friends is coming and she has gotten back into stitching too. So we are going to have pizza and wine and stitching and Christmas presents. And it's going to be glorious. So I'm excited, but I got to clean my house for her. That is the nice thing about having company over, is it makes you clean your house. Is anybody else that way? I I mean, it's not like I'm dirty or anything, but like the level of clean for just me in my house is different from the level of clean I want other people to see. So we need to do some work around here. So, and I also only have a half of a day of work left until, well, I'm not taking all of next week off, which I kind of wish I had. But, say la vie. Uh, but I am taking Monday and Tuesday off, and I get Friday off and half a day tomorrow off. So I will have like 5 days off, and that is wonderful. And then I only have to go back to work for Wednesday and Thursday, and then the same thing is happening again, except for not Monday and Tuesday. I don't have the following Monday and Tuesday off. So, but anyway, again, I'm rambling. I will hopefully talk to you sooner rather than later in another Flosstube. Yes, I wanted to say Flossmas, but no, Flosstube video. And and I'm also super excited because I put my booktube stuff and my stitchy stuff on the same channel. I have kind of like given some recommendations to some of my stitchy friends for books, and they're like reading them and they're enjoying them, and that makes my little nerdy heart very happy. So yay, thank you friends for watching my booktube content whenever you are probably just sort of here for the stitchy content. I'm very happy that I have given you some good book recommendations. That makes me excited that I'm doing my job. So, yeah, okay. All right. Merry Christmas, friends. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah is over, but I hope you had a good Hanukkah if you celebrated Hanukkah. And, Kwanzaa is coming up. So if you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. And I will talk to you in 2022. Okay, bye.